for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan again for the third go-round on this Squier HH bullet Strat that Leo got from Musician's Friend for $78. He put some strings on it, and now he cleaned it up, and it's become a very nice looking guitar. And he invested about $55 in this new pick guard, fully loaded pick guard, with two humbuckers already in it.
And these are Alnico 5 pickups.
Okay, and these are Alnico 5 pickups. Before we're going to go through the pickups again because we now have a different setup. But before we do that, Gunter, this is for you. This is the Bortiani with a brand new set of strings. So here we go. Much better than the first time, but as far as I could tell, those strings were 13 years old when we did that. So.
This is actually the second time we've done it with those strings. Because the video that's releasing today.
Oh, okay.
Is also about this guitar.
Okay, well, Gunter, you know, third time's a charm or something like that. You know, I hope you have your stopwatch, and you can make whatever comparisons suit you. Okay, so we're going to go through the pickups. We always run everything wide open, and there's only one tone and one volume. Now, this preloaded pick guard is a little bit different in that the guitar, as originally constructed, was basically set up like a Les Paul. So, one position is the neck, middle position is both, and the other position is the bridge. This is set up so this position we're in now is the neck. When you hit the middle position, it is half of the neck and half of the bridge. The half of the neck, so you basically have two single coil pickups in the middle position. And the half that's on the neck is closest to the bridge. The half that's on the bridge is closest to the bridge, if you can understand that. And then when you do the third position, it's the bridge as a humbucker. So you got two humbuckers, and in the middle you've got a kind of
two single coils, kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean it's a hybrid. Let's put it that way. So you'll either like it or you won't, but there's not much you can do to change it. I don't particularly like this switch because, and that's just me. You know, the original switches when they have the little white thing on them, whether it's the 5-position Fender or 3-position Gibson, they have a very kind of silky smooth. You know, you never hear them click, and you know, because if you're in a studio and you got to change the you know, something on your guitar in the middle of a tune, the engineer is not going to like hearing that. But that's a small thing. So we've already done the Bortini, and now we're going to do the neck pickup. And what are we going to do today?
Music.
Music. Music. neck pickup. It sounds very, very chimey, very clean, very nice sound from the pickups themselves. And here is half of the neck and half of the bridge. The only half you're going to get. If you want the other half of the neck and bridge, you're SOL. The way to get them. And still very nice and clean. Didn't really have too much volume drop off. I guess because you still have two pickups working, and they just happen to be in very widely separate positions. And here is the bridge pickup. That's very nice tone with this these pickups. And very even. All the pickup positions seem to be pretty much the same volume. I'm not hearing a whole lot of variation. And I expected there to be some drop off in the middle because you're going from double coil to single coil, but that wasn't the case. So,
got a question for you now.
Yes, sir.
Or a request for you.
Okay.
Would you take your hands off the strings? That's not a hum. That's just from you touching the strings.
And that's in the middle. So right. That's where you have two single coils.
Right. And the thing is, this older Squier had factory shielding paint. I told Dan about it, but I'm telling you, our audience now, that was grounded to the bridge and everything. Really nice job on this guitar. For the money, it's way more guitar than any Squier we've ever bought at full price, brand new. I think your opportunity to purchase a Squier Bullet or Squier Affinity on Musician's Friend used and get a better guitar is,
as long as you go old enough.
Well, you don't get to choose unless you actually can see the serial number on the back of the headstock in one of the pictures. You can check it, but I'm telling you, there's no hum on this guitar, at least on a clean channel.
Oh well, there's going to be some when you can hear switching the pickups, but no hum whatsoever. But when we switch to the distorted patch that we use for the tunes, there will be a little bit of hum, but this should be just fine. So we're just going to check our tuning one more time, and we're going to do the same tune that we've done twice before with this guitar, because I want it to be a fair comparison. So we'll go through that when I get back. See you in a minute. Hey folks, Dan Ryan back again with The fully revamped Squier Bullet Strat that started out as HH, and it's still HH. I've already gone through, Leo installed a new pick guard with slightly different pickup arrangement, but we've already been through that.
And this one is pearl white instead of just white. And also brain fart. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, at least it wasn't just brain fart.
Well, no, brain fart is what I had.
That would indicate Tourette syndrome, but if you just said that. But,
right.
Well, I have no idea what you're about to say. So,
right.
But it is, as Leo likes to call it, mother of toilet seat. And you can hear that there's some microphonicness.
Sorry about that.
It's not humming. It's barely humming, and it's full up. So, but
that's a rather strange occurrence. Never seen that happen.
So you should be able to use this. Like if you're looping or something, you might be able to use this. Maybe without the echo, but you can get a little, drum beat and do that first. Just a suggestion. Maybe not even a real suggestion, but
an excuse to accept the fault of the guitar. But it's not the guitar, it's the pick guard. That's pretty good. Oh, Black Betty, blam the lamb. Oh, Black Betty, blam the lamb. Black Betty had a child. Blam the lamb, the damn thing gone wild. Blam the lamb. Yeah, that works.
I was thinking more like, hey.
Hey, it might rain if you continue to do that.
Hey. We're in South Texas, folks. It's been today we had a cold front. It's only going to be 99.
And my nipples are so hard they could cut glass.
Now, this is the person that's told me all these years that we have a family channel.
Well, that's what I told my family. Your family.
Okay. To return to the point, this will be the third time that we've done the Elevated Jam Tracks Deep Courageous Ballad backing track in E minor, which I may have inadvertently done the same track more than once. I really try to avoid that if I can, but for this guitar, just for it to be a fair comparison, we're doing the same track 3 different times. And I kind of feel it was somewhat heroic on my part to get through the track the first time, because those strings were, those were grody. Those were, the A and the E sounded like a bass when you tried to play them. That's why we didn't have the board C and E that time, because it would have been completely useless.
I had more DNA on them than a dinosaur cloning lab in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and thank you for reminding me of that. But it's been a few weeks, and I'm still alive, so I guess dodged the bullet. So here it is, the Deep Courageous guitar ballad backing track in E minor. you have it. $78 Squier HH bullet Strat, 13 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
13. With a little over $50 invested in it. Well, strings and let's call it $65, and some elbow grease. And this is a very nice guitar. I don't know, years ago now, probably. I gave Patrick, Leo's son, Patrick, my old Squier's Mexican-made Strat, and this guitar is the rival of that guitar, I think. You know, different, but plays just about as well. Just absolutely nothing wrong with it. Wonderful neck. And I think I paid, I can't remember what I paid for that Squier. I think either $189 or $89. It was, you know, a long time ago, 20-something years ago. And I used that guitar in my studio just as the, you know, sitting there waiting for me to play all the time, just so I didn't have to go find a guitar and set everything up. It was just always ready to play. So this is a very nice guitar. Leo has done a very good job with it, even though I put some fingerprints on it. But with this kind of finish, not much you can do about it.
What microfiber towels are for, Dan?
Yeah, well, I don't happen to have one on me.
Well, I do.
Well, anyway, there it is, the Squier Bullet, excuse me, HH Strat. Used from Musician's Friend for $78. I think we have now officially beat this dead horse, so you'll probably never hear of this guitar again. But I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ryan's behind the camera.
One more thing, Dan, before we go. I got to give a shout out to Mike, to Mike, because I was having trouble with this guitar getting the pickguard. I basically turned it into a boat anchor. Without his help, it would not be playing at all. So shout out to Two Bike Mike from Two Bike Mike's Guitar Topics.
Okay, but you still got to explain this.
Well, he didn't have anything to do with that. That was Fleor.
I'm just teasing.
Yep.
Okay, so Dan Ryan, Lee Ryan, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and we'll see you next time